Everybody, my name's Art and Freddy. We're Everclear. You're watching The Anthony Rogers Show right now.
Hey, thanks for watching another Rockstar interview we did here at Rockville. This one is sponsored by Captain Redbeard Seeds. Go to CaptainRedbeardSeeds.com. I think they're giving away a bunch of stuff with your purchase too. So say you get some seeds, I think they're giving you a glass pipe, and I think that if you use Everclear 20 as a promo code, you get a discount also. So it's not a better time to get some seeds from Captain Redbeard today. He has a great name, strong name, you know. So check it out, and thank you for watching.
Nikki. Good.
Thanks for taking time to listen.
Taking the time to talk to us.
Yeah.
That's all fun.
I appreciate you going backwards in your career.
Actually, we seem to be on an upslope right now. It's a roller coaster, but you get to your 60s, you tell me how.
You're 60? That's crazy.
Well, you look amazing.
Yeah, you guys are vampires.
No, I got over it. We got over that.
Like, we stopped drinking children's blood like Dennis was.
Yeah, you're not talking about recreational, right? You 4-year-old. And we eat the whole 4-year-old.
You don't waste it.
You can't waste. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good to know.
That's cool. Everybody, my name's Art and Freddy. We're Everclear. You're watching The Anthony RogersShow right now.
Yeah, dream just came through right there. I said teenage dream just came through.
That just happened right there.
First question, like, when you wrote Father of Mine, did you realize how many people connect with that emotion? Is that more for you? Or?
Yeah, I think any song is really, any good creative song in any way, it comes from a thing. I really believe that.
Okay.
When you're trying to write for other people, that's where the disconnect happens. When you think you know what other people want or what they're looking for, if you just talk about what's going on from your perspective, whether it's autobiographical or not, because a third of my songs are, the rest aren't. But if there's truth there, if there's honesty there, that's been my experience. And when I wrote that song, that was just, do you have kids?
No.
Okay.
Not that I know of at least.
Huh?
Not that I know of at least.
Have you done 23andMe? My wife won't let me.
Oh my God.
My wife won't let me. She goes, no.
Just in case.
Not dealing with it. You're going to go off and die and be happy, and we're not going to have to eat these fuckers off of the stick. Coming around trying to get money. I'm like, I love these.
Yeah.
The old school punk rock badass.
Honest.
That's all I know. So I was, what a stupid thing a lot of parents do, it seems stupid to everybody else, it's just purity. You're like, how did that come from? Of all people, right? How did that come from? All the damage, trauma, and all that stuff. How did this purity come from? And I remember watching my daughter sleep when she was like 4 or 5, and just going, that is a man. Walk away from it. I'm not even trying to be mean about it. I'm just like, how do you physically see that, feel that, and walk away from it? And my wife went to bed, and I went to my little room where I have a guitar, and I wrote. I stayed up all night and wrote it. About 2 weeks later, I'm in LA at my Capitol around and I'm there with my A&R guy. And I have a really hard rule. This is 1996, 1997. And I had a really hard rule. Like, I have creative control in my thing, in my contract. Don't fuck with me. Don't ask for demos. Not doing demos. I give you a song, you put it in. And so he's being kind of trepidatious. So do you have anything you tell me about? You know, how's the writing and recording going? I go, well, I wrote this new song the other night. I'd be curious to hear what you think. He had a guitar. I go, can I play it for you? And he's like, yeah. You know, he's trying to play it off cool. Because I don't play anything for anyone. And I played him the song. The door was open. Played him the song. He he's a stoic 45-year-old at the time British guy. But I can see him getting kind of beaten. But outside, we hear this like sound. And we walk outside and there's 4 of the assistants sitting on a desk, hugging each other, weeping.
Wow.
Just, I mean, like, weeping. And that's the best thing I've ever done.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm just like, and my NR guy goes, well, I don't know if it's the same road there, but it's definitely going on the right. And I saw right then and there that my feelings when I spoke honestly, like from that kid's point of view. And both as a kid and as a parent, it's really powerful.
Yo, I was a kid when I heard that song first. I was like, it was on like, I remember it specifically on like 105.7 The Point in St. Louis with a battle. It was like a point. Yeah, it was like a battle thing. It was like whatever song your votes or whatever, and like that was on there, and it was like #1 for like a while. It was like it was a super relatable song, I think, to a lot of people. And I think it was powerful as a kid too, without a father ever hearing that. It was a very powerful song.
Yeah, and it cost us. I mean, it's like I had hip hop guys come up. One time I was at this big convention in Las Vegas, and we're at the after party, and these 2 really big black guys come up to me, and they go, "Yeah, I wrote that song about your daddy." And I'm like, and Craig just ran away, literally ran away, my old bass player. And I go, "Yeah," he goes, "Man, my name's Jay-Z, and this is Master P."
Oh wow!
We love that song. We love that record. We love White Men in Black Suits. We start talking songs and stuff like that. So that song kind of just
Hit a lot of people.
Yeah. And it kind of just bridged a lot of gaps.
Yeah.
Universal. Yeah. So I feel blessed to be a part of that.
That's a powerful song.
That's awesome. So, like, what is your process for, like, coming up with lyrics? Like, is it kind of off the cuff when you feel inspired, or do you go in the studio and you're like, I'm going to write a song?
I don't do that. I can't. I know cats that do that. And they're like, they'll walk into the session and clap, and really love your stuff, brother. I got 2 songs to do, I got a song to do. I got an idea to do. And like, I try to do that. I write when I got something to say. You know?
Yeah.
If I got something to say. But I do get in the modes of it. I'm in a mode right now where I'm writing a lot. And I come up with ideas. And thank God, I don't use a lot of technology, but it's awesome with this because I push this button. Just go, try something new that goes C, blah, 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 blah. Staccato, medium fast. Got this sound in my head. I'll even sing like, no one hears this, but it's just knows for me. Or how about a lyric about,
I wonder how many gems you have in there that no one's heard.
I've got about 147 from the last 5 months that I haven't listened back to. So
You know the exact number?
No, it says it.
Oh yeah.
It says it. So,
Awesome.
but
The lyrics kind of remind me of the Beatles. Like, it's like 4 relatable words that are good, like tell kind of a story, but not a different sound. But lyrically, kind of reminds me of the Beatles, like in a way.
well, kind of in a way. And a lot of times I'll take words and I'll build a story. I'll just write like a little story, and then from that story, I'll write a song. Because I'm a writer.
What triggered "I'll Buy You a New Life"? Like, what was the thought process?
That was based on something I really happened. So before Everclear got sold, before we got signed,
Before we
Before we sold our souls.
just a little bit of it,
Just like part of it. Like,
just the black part.
Just the tip.
Look, I'm gonna exploit you, but I'm just a little bit. Just a tip.
I'm gonna rip your soul just a little bit.
What girl
like
actually
slightly.
ever believed that? And one guy actually thought that's all I'm gonna do. Anyway, we're living at the time in a really hardcore part of Toronto. The real name for it, I'm sure that everybody in town fell in with flat. You want to buy some meth? That's where you are. Even though it's clean and sober, we're living like it's cheap. Me and my soon-to-be second wife, girlfriend, she was from Portland. And one of the things we used to do is we'd get my beat-up old Nissan Sentra, and put my daughter in her car seat, go to McDonald's, get her a Happy Meal, right? Then we drive up to the West Hills, which is the nicest. And we sit there in this beat the shit old car, looking at people's houses. I'm surprised we never got
I was gonna say, yeah.
people are like, we're getting our house keys. We'd be like, that's not what I love the back, I love that yard over there. And we just do what people do, a couple of different fans. Right?
Yeah.
So we actually had success with our first big record, Sparkling Cables. It's 30 years this year, 30th year anniversary. We're going to remaster and stuff. It's going to be really cool. When that happened, and I got the money, we bought a house up in West Hills.
Nice.
And I got to tell you, it's a much different thing being on the outside looking in. than the inside looking in.
What's the difference?
Wow.
It's not entitlement. You think it was the entitlement, right? Like hiring us, I got this. And that's true, I did. I did. I worked my ass off
Yeah.
for years and years.
Well,
People are like, oh, you're like an overnight success. I go, they played in bands and
Yeah.
overnight success. But it's just a perspective that if you can retain what it felt like looking in on it, when you're looking out, it gives you a better view of what people, what you used to think people on the inside looking out felt. Because I didn't feel better, I didn't feel entitled, I didn't feel any of that. I felt a sense of, wow, this is cool. This is the end all be all.
You manifested.
You can have a nice big, I did manifest.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it wasn't the end of the road. There was a lot of times, bands back in the days, like, they wanted to get signed. Once they got signed, everything was going to be great. It's not.
It's the beginning of the job.
It starts.
Yeah.
We're in LA, like, maybe the whole Sunset Strip mentality. That's when you get an engine for the car. To me. Like putting out records on an indie label and doing all that and hustling. 5 guys in an indie band and touring, building up all this, I don't know what to call it, just all this knowledge and wisdom. Because wisdom is just learning from mistakes, right? Falling, figuring out how to pick yourself up. But the main thing is being able to take all that. The label comes in, not just money. They have money, but they have expertise. They have marketing. So I never wrote songs in the singles. I just wrote songs. And they go, you think that's the thing?
Yeah.
You have a catchy way of communication, like I think, man. I think your songs are like a catchy way of communication.
Well, I mean, I guess I come from being my age. I am being a communicator. I'm more of an outgoing person. I want to connect with people. I'm not the best.
Wow.
So I've worked in programs for 45. Knock on wood. About a month's time.
That's awesome, man.
That's awesome. I'm a recovered addict myself.
What's that?
I'm a recovered.
Are you what?
Yeah, I was 4 years off of fentanyl.
Great.
Let's just smoke a little weed sometimes.
You can do that.
Is Freddy your favorite band member?
No, but he's my favorite spirit animal.
Is your favorite one?
Spirit animal.
Oh, okay. He does have a good vibe. Oh, yeah?
That's what it should say.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even catch that. That's funny.
That's awesome. Oh yeah.
What's how you guys plan? Like, you have like a ritual for stage or anything like that when you go out there, like tonight, maybe or whatever?
Well, we eat a couple babies
Today?
Yeah.
We need a couple berries right
Yeah, you
now.
got 2 food. Yeah,
Get
fair.
that out of the way.
We got babies on ice today.
Oh my god.
Like lots.
Baby sickles.
Is adrenochrome delicious? Like,
What's that?
is adrenochrome delicious, or is that an aftertaste?
It's like having a kid or being famous or having money. You gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
It's special.
It's an acquired taste.
Yeah, like the sex with us. It's not required.
I wouldn't know. I'm not a rock star.
I have my moment.
What would you say, like, if you were to give advice to somebody, like watching right now, that wants to, like, manifest their dreams, coming from the bottom and trying to come all the way up, like, even if they're struggling with addiction and mental health, like, what is your best advice to, like, overcome that and, like, be the person that we want to be and succeed?
Well, it's different. I'm a life coach, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Creative recovery. And one of the things we work on is really learning how to find humility, which is not being humiliated or like, it's not a lesser thing, it's a thing of strength. Being able to look at yourself or anything and see it for how it is.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of how you want it to be, or how you think other people want it to be, or how you think it should be.
Yeah.
And that's hard for us, because we all grew up with television. And moving into music, the world runs hard sometimes. Especially people with recovery issues.
Yeah.
To see the real world versus the real.
Right. The lens of delusion and, like, self-deprecation.
What we used to call looking through life with rose-colored glasses.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And to me, it's just to develop that ability to see what it is and try to see what you really want. Do you want to be rich and famous, or do you really want to be able to make a living and live a decent life while doing what you love?
Right, and be happy.
That's really what most people do. If they just want to start them in the fame, or they can be surprised if they get it.
Right.
I've never met anyone who's been there, like way above us, but I had it for a little bit, so I understood it. It's like, it doesn't make me happy.
Right.
I've never seen the richest people I've known in my life are the most miserable.
Yeah. Yep.
In my experience, that's been my experience.
Yeah.
It's like they're using it as a way to kind of get out of themselves. It's like a drug, you know what I mean? It's like they use it to overcompensate for, like, this lack of, like, self-love and, like, being okay with themselves. They need all this extra bullshit to feel okay, and it really doesn't actually fix the issue, you know?
Fame doesn't fill those holes.
Right.
And it doesn't, and if you've got those kind of issues, you've got a hole inside.
Yeah.
And it doesn't fill the
That's why I'm so broken and successful for the happiness.
What's that?
That's why I'm so broken and successful for the happiness.
There you go.
I'm just trying to stay happy.
And you get a fuck of a beard.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I'll trade some hair off the top of your head for my beard. If you're in a barter.
I'm not bald.
No, I know I am. I'll take the barter. Yeah. Well, you're
So I give you
63
some
now,
of
hair,
this,
mate.
you give me some of that.
Yeah, we'll trade. We'll
You know what's
trade.
a trip is I am a Greek man, half Greek, and my dad shaves from here.
Oh my
to here
God.
twice a day, right?
Yeah.
When he was alive. And my brother, by the time he was 16, had a Greek guy, but he was blonde, blue-eyed, red beard like that, full-on red beard like a Viking. And I can't grow hair. I still look like a street person.
It's probably why you look young then. If you you probably look young as you're clean shaven. Like,
Nah, it's white.
that wouldn't have guessed
No,
63.
This is more clean shaven. This is more younger. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. With the beard, you might look older, Eric.
I tried to, during COVID, grow a beard, mustache. My wife and my daughter in Puerto Rico, Daddy, you look like a non-house person.
Non-house person. It's the most polite way to call somebody homeless. It's the most,
That's the politically correct way.
it's the most polite way. What do you think about political correction?
I think it's good.
Think it's good?
I think it's good if it's what you want. If you're using political correctness, or what a lot of people are calling, well, if you push your agenda on other people, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Live your agenda. Be successful. People will look at how you live and want to emulate you. So that's
Also-
awesome. But at the same time, if people want to be politically correct and they don't give a fuck if you are or not, what do you care?
Oh, I love that answer. That's a great answer. So you kind of cater to both sides, and I like that.
I'm not
gotta be
catering to
immediate.
anybody.
Well, I mean, versus like, not on purpose, but I mean, it's like rather than being divisive, I feel like we counter that.
Nothing in this world, and getting older, you can what you're going to perspective
Yeah.
from living, from trying, failing, picking up, learning that nothing is 100% luck. It's not.
Very true.
It's not. As you get older, learn to live and let live. That's how I want to live. That's how you want to live. Can't get with the brother, I respect it, but I don't want to do fentanyl.
Yeah, right, that
No
part.
one in my life. Like, do you hang out with people who do fentanyl?
Oh, hell no.
Because you can't, right?
No, absolutely not.
You'll die.
100%.
Your spirit will die, then your body will die.
Yeah.
But one of them will die. So that's all it comes down to. If it's a place of choices, of saying, I choose to do this, you choose to do that, and I accept that. As long as you're not trying to kill me,
Yeah, right.
or control me, that's what. I mean, you do your shit.
Freedom. What's your favorite part of being a rock star, Freddie?
Being a rock star, I don't know. I wouldn't call myself a rock star.
I would
You
call
know?
it
You think the 100,000 people watching you today would do it?
You know what the best thing about all of this is that I'm lucky enough to do it.
Yeah.
That's the best thing, and I get to do it with cool people. You know,
That is awesome.
we actually like each other.
I can tell by your energy, you're not faking it. Yeah, it seems like
we actually like.
you
each
might be.
other. Everybody in the band is very cool and
And we're
very
all
lucky.
different.
Yeah,
But we're to a point. That's the thing about younger guys. They get into it and they all got one goal, right? They want success because they're getting success. And they start processing it differently. I want this and this. And I always wanted a family but to play guitar in a rock band and sing. And then when I was little, I didn't want to sing. I started singing because I hated hearing fucking singers who were pretentious, right? And I'm just like, just write some cool lyrics and put a cool melody and sing a song. And
That kind of sums your band. You do have good lyrics. I'm like a lyric guy, and you have really good lyrics.
well, I think we're like a singer-songwriter and a hard rock / punk rock band.
Yeah.
That's what we are. And I'm cool with that. That's our niche.
yeah.
Words are so powerful.
Words are magic.
They really are. It's like casting. It is kind of casting spells. I mean, well, how do you guys feel about that? Do you feel like you're like casting spell, like not in a negative way, but like putting out like affirmations in a sense when you're making music?
Well, I like to look at our music, and a lot of people look at our lyrics and go, "Wow, man, they're really depressing." I go, "Yeah, but look at the whole picture.
Yeah.
There's always light at the end of the
Yeah.
tunnel."
Yeah.
It's like
Always.
alchemizing.
And it might be hard to see sometimes, but life to me is this. When
Yeah.
you're younger, you're using drugs and doing bad shit. It's like that. As you get older, it's like this.
Yeah.
Just slow up sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's all I ever really wanted to achieve. I'll plan to run. And I got lost a few times. As an addictive personality, I'm addicted to everything we're talking about. I'm addicted to everything. Sex, people, power, anger, even shame. Because I've learned shame my whole life. And I've learned how to use that as a weapon. I don't do that stuff now because I work for building, but it is magic.
Yeah.
You can take, I think songwriting is magic. You take an idea and you can build something that's a real thing. You're holding a CD in your hand, you're holding money in your hand. It's a real thing that can bring you things. But like you were saying before, I think affirmation and positivity is part of it. But even sometimes positivity is wrapped in lyrics that are not happy.
Right. It doesn't have to be all love and light, Alchemizing it.
I think a lot of people get a lot of joy out of hearing Art's lyrics because they're sad and they feel like, wow, somebody else feels
Gets me.
this way.
Yeah. Someone
That's a good
understands
point.
how
That's
I feel.
very,
Yeah.
very freeing thing to know
Yeah.
that somebody else feels that way
Yeah,
or has gone through
absolutely.
that.
Because isolation is the worst.
Worse.
It
That's
is.
really-
Loneliness is one of the
All
most painful.
me and all my drunk brothers, we're not drunk. We're drunk. We're sober. But, when we isolate and we're not connected to our brotherhood and our fellowship, other people, that's where the bad things come.
Yeah. Definitely.
I'm sure you guys think that.
100%. Yeah. Loneliness is, loneliness and the resentment, you know?
Resentment, man. Resentment just pile up.
What's funny about you guys' sound though is like you'll cover a dark subject, but it sounds catchy and you want to sing along to it. It's like happy sounding.
It's really alchemizing. It's alchemizing trauma into art and music and good feeling. You know what I mean?
Well, I appreciate that. What you're saying is like that, and the fact that I like a melody, man.
Yeah.
I grew up
It's catchy.
I'm older. I grew up with the Beatles.
Yeah.
Always catchy.
Even some of the hardest shit that came out of the 60s, like Jimi Hendrix, melodies,
Yeah.
soul, there's swagger there, there's movement.
We have people like singing and dancing to like Heroin Girl and Father of Mine and stuff, and it's just catchy even in dark subjects, you know? It's like Sublime kind of like that too, like date rape or something. You're like that little dancing to date rape, you know?
I know, totally.
It's like it's in the same kind of vibe. Yeah, like you covered some really psychologically dark things.
It's kind of like what comedians do.
Yeah, fair.
You know, it's like they cover like dark shit and they make it funny.
Right.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
they bring light to it, and that's really like what alchemy is.
And you seem like an updated version of the Beatles, like a '90s version of the Beatles almost, or whatever time frame. But because I'd say like the words and stuff are smart because you're talking to like how you talk to like a fourth grader so everyone can understand it. You're not trying to be like fake deep or something. You're like, I think intelligent people.
I'm talking to all the fourth graders within all.
Yeah, right.
That's what-
our
yeah.
inner child.
But it seems like you're talking to people at a good level to where everyone can understand it instead of like using words people don't know to seem intelligent or something like that. I think very smart people communicate on that level.
They do. It's just pretentious. You meet people like that in life who do that.
Yeah.
You can talk plainly, but talk about things that are a little bit more advanced and esoteric. Talk about it in a plain voice.
Yeah.
And that's something, like songwriters, when I work with songwriters, I'm like, do you ever use that word in real life? Well, it rhymes with that. I go, get rid of it. Don't worry about rhyming, we'll figure some way else to say it, how you would say it in life.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make it special. It makes it real.
Wow.
This doesn't make
that's
it special, it makes it pretentious.
I agree.
Because you're using words that you normally wouldn't.
And if the audience doesn't understand, you're not communicating with them. You're just talking at them.
Unless you're trying to sell records to, like, you know, philosophy professors. So what about maybe, you know, 300 or 400?
Yeah.
Well, they don't have money, so maybe not.
That too.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
There's 300 400 of them, but they don't have a budget.
They get tenure. They get tweed jackets and houses.
Before we wrap up, do you guys have anything you want to plug? Is there like new music that you're curating or anything that you want to promote?
You can release one of those 500 songs on your phone?
147, I believe.
Oh, my bad.
5,000. So, Everclear, we hit our 30th anniversary in 1992, and this year is the 30th anniversary of our first big album, Sparkling Fate, which actually came out. What's the date today? It came out May 23rd, 1995. So it's almost exactly that. We're going to release a statement through press and stuff. I'm in the middle of doing a remaster and getting old tracks, like demos of a lot of the songs on Sparkling Fate and outtakes and stuff. And we're going to release that sometime before the tour. We're going to tour 30th anniversary of Sparkling Fate tour. We're going to play the whole album, and we're going to do it with any hits and other fan favorites. And we're going to tour Built to H and Sponge. So it's
Great bands.
multiple nights.
Great bands, yeah.
It's going to be fun.